You want to make a baby? Huh? Well, came to the right place. Today I want to talk to you about this INVOcell. I've spoken to you about it again, and it's gaining a lot of momentum. Why? Success rates are huge. But there's things that we need to talk about. Number one, what is it? Go see the video. This is basically the laboratory. We don't use the lab. And we're getting phenomenal success rates. The question I get is it as successful as regular IVF? So first of all, a disclaimer, CDC and SART, they don't really follow their success rates with this. So I could tell you whatever I want. I could, but I'll tell you that we're getting the same results. So why? Why are we getting the same results? Well, because we do things a little bit differently than the other places that are using INVOcell. Other places are using it as like an advanced insemination. We don't do that. We stim you. We take out your eggs. We don't give you a wimpy stim. We give you a good stim. We get eggs. We don't want to get too many, but we try to get some. So we typically don't use quite the same amount of meds, but I'm going for the eggs. And once I have them, listen, this is supposed to be the lab. I stick them through the window to my embryologist, and they take them and inject the sperm into them. Yeah, we're doing ICSI, and then we put them back in here, and then it goes you know where for 5 days. Well, we don't always put the sperm in. I mean, if someone came in and they were very strict Catholic, and you know the church, Catholic Church, wants the sperm and the egg to meet for the first time in the human body, so we just do that. We don't stick the sperm in. So we don't charge you anything for the ICSI. And then they get put in your body, and then 5 days later we put out the embryos. We take out the embryos, and what's happened now is A, we freeze extra embryos. B, we can biopsy, do genetic testing on them, and freeze. And now we're doing INVOcell knowing in advance that we're not going to do a fresh transfer. I mean, it was designed for fresh transfer because back in the day we didn't know how to freeze well, and so this was made for fresh transfers. But now that we can just use this for its laboratory properties, and that is what we're doing. So if you want, you can go drop 30 plus K plus tons of meds, or this is come in and do 6 or 7, same success rates. I said it, and I'm hoping with the additional ones that we're doing now, I'll see if I can substantiate it and just look at our data over the last year or two. But I'm very excited. And things that we do different is we treat you like we just want you to win. I'm not doing this to prove that you need to spend 30K. I'm doing this to get you a baby. And so if we take the eggs out, and we had a case this month, I took the eggs out, and the sperm, I wanted to see fertilization. I wanted to see what they looked like the next day. So I just decided to keep them in the lab. And we didn't charge anything extra. I mean, we should, but that to me is more of a bait and switch. So what we do, we plan for INVOcell, and if I have to freeze, I will. Why die? Usually, I think it's only happened once or twice in the hundreds that we've done. And speaking of hundreds, here, Fertility Partnership, between myself and Lisa Ray, my lab director, who I share with other programs, we've done more INVOcells than just about anybody in the world, country. I'll say that, brag. But anyway, Fertility Partnership, INVOcell. One last bash, and that is, I spoke to the people at INVObioscience who make these, and they tell me they're getting complaints from people who are interested in INVOcell, heard it online, wonder where, and they are calling and saying that they saw INVOcell advertised on their fertility, on their REI's website. It says, we do INVOcell. And when they get there, they're denied access to it. They're told why they're not good candidates. And so it's kind of like a bait and switch. So there are places like me that do INVOcell. So it's an excellent option. And we're also seeing women who don't like the idea of their embryos, their babies, out of their body in the lab. I tell them my embryologists sing to the embryos before they go home every night. Kidding. But so they want to carry everything in their body, and that's very reasonable. Fertility Partnership, we are nestled in the heartland of America, right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Peace out. Good luck.